Okay, here we are. Mm, Just gonna open up my rear profile real quick. Replays, import. That's all ready. Okay. Okay. we can go over kind of like the mistakes and everything together, if that's cool. S0 7 WG. So we're playing Moira because Mercy got banned, or yeah, taken, yeah. I'm assuming your Mercy's going to be probably playing with your Ashe a lot. So you're going to be mainly just... The only person you have to focus on healing is going to be the Reinhardt, because your Sombra should be focusing on health packs as well. Yeah, I see that. I can see a little more damage coming out here. Like, you could turn over to that Zen and damage him a little bit. Our impact healing the this Rein here is not going to do much, since the Mercy kind of was pocketing him. And he's kind of like sitting more or less at full health. Yeah, I feel like maybe a little earlier. So you're kind of just standing here and you're kind of healing him more or less, but as we can see, the Reinhardt's kind of at full health. Yeah, I think we probably could have focused less on healing the Reinhardt here, and maybe we could have even thrown a damage orb over here and you know, pressured out the Zenyatta over here more. Because your team over here is full health. They don't really need you at the moment. So I would rather see us pressuring the supports over here. And what that's going to do is it's going to make the Zenyatta no longer put a Discord on this Reinhardt. He's probably going to throw it onto you. So the Reinhardt's probably going to win the battle against a Winston, if I had to guess. And, you know, it's also going to pressure the Zenyatta to the point where he's probably going to need support from this Ana, more or less, because it's more as a pretty hard top person to hit, and Ana's probably going to need to heal the Zenyatta, especially if you throw a damage orb at him. And that's also going to make your Reinhardt kind of win that battle. Because this guy right here is basically able to just shoot everything he wants to, because these supports right now are just uncontested because you guys are focusing too much on healing and too much on trying to take down this Winston. Exactly. Yeah. You definitely just want to pressure the supports out so that they're too busy focusing on each other, and then that causes a distraction that your Reinhardt may be able to take on the Winston more. Because as you can see, you're kind of just stuck looking at the Reinhardt the whole time, and your Mercy is stuck looking at the Reinhardt, so actually the Zenyatta and the Ana are just going like full offensive here. And then yeah, it gets to the point where now it's a 5v4, now a 5v3, and you guys are just slowly losing this battle. Good. I don't think the fade was as necessary there. If you were going to fade, I probably would have gone more towards the enemy because you didn't really need to back up. Backing up just kind of isolated yourself more. And if the Winston was smart, I would have probably just turned on you and tased you until you died. I did like that damage orb, though. That was pretty good. Yeah. Good. Sweet. Good. Good survivability. I'd probably focus the Zenyatta here. Sweet. You guys are winning that anyways. Yeah, you guys don't need any ults here either. You guys are doing... This is very good. So instead of throwing my damage orb here, I might throw it up there just to pressure out the damage heroes a little bit more. Throwing it at the tank isn't, you know, really going to do anything since he's not in any position to be, like, close to death, even with a damage orb. Throwing it up here might make your Pharah, who's shooting rockets at these guys, to maybe get a direct hit and finish someone off. Good healing to keep yourself alive for the nano. I'd probably like to see us ult at some point. Still doing pretty well. This is all fine. I would say our ult would carry this fight here. But we just aren't using it. Yeah, I see this. So you waited like 3 minutes, give or take, to use your first ultimate. Do you know how Moira can, like, burst someone down pretty quickly with her ultimate? Mm-hmm. Exactly. I feel like... Okay. Yeah. So you're just hesitant because you don't want to, like, throw? Yeah. Personally, once I saw, like, throughout this fight, you guys have been actually shifting your ultimates, whether you know it or not. You guys have been trading your ultimates pretty well. So it kind of got to, like, this fight here which we've been fighting for like a minute or two. But like you're the only person with ultimate. I mean, this Zen didn't even have transcendence. If we go like back 20 seconds, right? Like the soldier had visor, right? And we survived that. You know, the Mercy got a nice res off and we survived the visor. So between now and then, they don't have any ultimates. So I would have waited until as soon as this diva gets demeched, or is she already demeched? Yeah, a little bit earlier actually. This diva getting demeched here, I probably would have popped ult here. Again, you're kind of the only person that has ultimate. So I might have done it just to burst her down, so she's dead. And then, like, my Reinhardt, he probably has a shield or something close to a shield. He has half a shield. So that might be able to hold it long enough, too, for you to start, like, coalescing some of these people down. And the main reason, too, is you're looking at an Ana and a Zenyatta for healing on their team. So that tells me that there's going to be, like, no AoE heals for them. So if your coalescence just, you know, collapse a couple of them, the Ana and the Zenyatta are not going to be able to keep up with the sheer damage that your ultimate's going to provide. Not to mention the burst that your damage orb would have on top of it all. That I think you would get two or three kills here. Even if we waited until after this, waited until after Mercy gets the res off here. Like in the next 5 seconds, I'd be looking to maybe like fade over to that Ashe, damage orb, coalescence, Ashe is dead, and then focus the Zenyatta, and then, you know, hit the diva too. And also, when you have ultimate, you don't have to focus too much on the healing orbs, because I'm pretty sure she heals like 100. I have to check what her coalescence numbers are, but I'm almost positive that it's about 100 healing per second in coalescence. Might be more, might be 200 healing per second. Maybe only 150 though. But it's pretty high. It's pretty high. And also something about holding on to ultimates that I just want to also say is if you do throw an ultimate out and waste it, you're still giving yourself more chance of getting value out of an ultimate than holding on to an ultimate for 4 minutes or so. Because you still had, like, in that 4 minutes, you could have had 2 ultimates. So one could have been trash, one could have been good. Whereas in this, we've waited about 4 minutes or so, and we haven't used our, you know, first ultimate. Even now, I mean, I probably could have kept that Reinhardt up with Coalescence. So I would say just try not to be as like as afraid with your Coalescence. You know? Good. You could have chased that diva down too, because you had fade. Like I would have obviously don't fade before the bomb explodes, but you could have walked to her while attacking, and then when bomb was about to explode, fade, so that you potentially burst down the diva and to avoid bomb. Mm. Try to refrain from throwing balls at D.Va as well. Because she's probably just going to DM him, whether she means to or not. Yeah, big unlucky. Now they have the lead, so the pressure's on. Nice. That was good. But I'm willing to bet that you could have probably built 3 or 4 coalescences in the time it took you to use that one. So even if you had 3 or 4 bad coalescences, I'm also willing to bet that you would have had coalescence for that fight if you needed it. And it's also a learning experience too, because if you do end up using it and you realize you either like didn't need it or you like do absolute horribly, you can sit there and go, okay, well, why didn't that work? Like, was my tank dead? Did they have a defensive ultimate to counter mine? And then that trial and error is going to just make your coalescences better as well. Sweet. Yeah, just damage. I'd probably focus more. I would say focus less on the D.Va. You're not going to kill a D.Va with Moira suck. You're going to be killing. You're going to be doing a lot more damage if you pressure the supports. D.Va just has way too much health for Moira, as well as like usually the tank's going to be double hard pocketed, so it's just better to prioritize squishy targets. Yeah, and we got Coalescence again. Hopefully we use it here at some point. Oh, he can die. That's unfortunate that the Bastion got everyone. Yeah, that's gonna be it, isn't it? Yeah, so I would say just the main thing that you need to work on is just being okay with using your ultimate a lot more, because I feel like we just didn't use it for a lot of those fights, and that definitely could have been a huge turning point. The other thing we need to work on is making sure that we're prioritizing the right enemies. A lot of the time, you're shooting at the D.Va or shooting at the Winston with your damage, maybe just to get resource back. I'm unsure actually, but if we targeted supports or damage heroes more, there's a chance that we're going to actually get picks for our team, so we're going to start winning the fight. As well as, scare them off so that they're not pushing in and have absolute free reign on just doing whatever they want. You already know the Moira burst down, so that's fine. I just would like to see you sometimes like use that, even if you like fade into the back line or onto someone. It's really you probably kill someone in like 1.5 seconds or so if you fade into the back line, throw a damage orb on someone, and then coalesce them. Yeah. Do you have any other questions for me, or like what exactly? Hmm. Right. I guess the easiest one is the Junkertown one. Let me make a custom game. Yes. Yeah, there's like no decay now, so you're kind of going to be more or less the same rank as you are this season. In my opinion. I mean, that might be honestly, you might go down because of just like that, because technically your rank didn't reset, but I'm sure that still contributes. If I had to guess. I wouldn't say worry too much about that though. I mean, you'll probably climb right back up as soon as you start. Especially if you start using your ultimate a lot more in games. Like, that seems like an easy fix to fix your game. Junkertown. It's not because you gotta be like, you gotta definitely know when you can go damage Moira and when you cannot. Hmm. 6k healing, 3k damage. I would say with Moira, it's usually 1-to-1. Most Moiras I see, they usually have, if they have 5k damage, they have 5k healing or 6k healing as well. It's very, it's usually very 1-to-1 with her. Remember, stats isn't everything either, though. Obviously, if I can heal my Reinhardt as much as I want to, but if his shield is inevitably going to shatter and everyone's going to just, like, he's going to die, then the healing I give him is not going to mean anything. I'd rather pick a damage hero so that he could, you know, his shield doesn't break as fast, maybe, and stuff like that. So you have to also think, like, there are certain times where it's good to keep your team alive. That's usually going to be, like, if someone, like, just got bursted down and needs help to get back into the fight to engage. But there's also going to be times where the damage output that the enemy team is going to do is going to be too much compared to the amount of healing you'll do. So you just need to go damage and get a pick for something to change. Yeah, so if you fade and then you bounce, it's usually on slants. Like, this is a slanted thing. But if you bounce, you'll get right up here. It's usually on slanted objects though. That's not gonna work because I didn't fade into that. I'm sure you can look up a YouTube guide though. I don't actually have any YouTube guide for Moira super jumps. But they probably, you know, you can probably find stuff on it. I wouldn't say they're too advantageous though. Most of the time, you can get to where you need to be just by doing like a little parkour like that. Only thing where like matters big time is getting up there, but I would say that's probably the biggest one you can do. Because I can easily get over here too. I would say it's minuscule. I wouldn't say that that's what's make or breaking someone going from Diamond to Masters. That might be someone going from Masters into GM. But again, it's going to be super situational. Like, I would say this really only matters if, like, I don't know, I was diving, I wanted to dive a Widow or something, and I was like, I don't know. Like, I had a Reinhardt or something, someone that couldn't get a Widow, so it's my job as a support to go get a Widow for some reason. And only then would I actually, like, try to get up there. Oh, shit. Your life is almost always more valuable than your, than, like, getting a kill, if that's what you mean. Or are you saying, like, saving your teammate? Mm-hmm. I would say you have to take a couple factors into consideration when you're doing that. Does the person you're saving have ultimate? And are they going to, like, use that ultimate in that fight to win the fight? Like, is that your win condition for the fight? Because if it is, that's your only team's win condition, then yeah, probably sacrificing yourself to save the win condition is probably a good move. If you're going to lose that fight regardless. Other than that, I wouldn't really see saving myself to be too great. Moira also, because of how just flexible she is and very slippery she is as a hero, she probably can get a lot more done than most other heroes on the roster. So I would just think that you can probably, being Moira, you don't really need to do that. Does that make sense? Oh shoot. Did you get that? Okay. Another way you can probably learn, there's probably Moira parkour, to be honest. Like there's probably a Moira parkour workshop if I had to guess. And it's probably got a lot of Moira super jumps in it. Or just ways you can better use Moira's mobility. But personally, I don't think you really need to practice it too much. Like I said, I don't think that's make or breaking your games. Have any other questions? Or okay. Well, if you need any like other advice or anything, you know where I am on Discord, so you can always shoot me a message or whatever, and I'll try to answer it if I can. Um, I hope this helps. Like I said, the things you need to work on, just using that ultimate a lot more to get confident with it. And prioritizing squishies over tanks, as well as just pressuring squishies down. About it, I would say. Yeah, no worries. I hope it helps. And yeah. I guess that's all I got for you. hmm I can also look at a more a Mercy gameplay too at a later point too. Because obviously like the rules that I'm giving you for Moira are not going to be the same as what they are for Mercy. Like a quick play? Yeah, I mean I can look at a quick play Mercy game. Even if, do you have one on hand right now or do you have to go play one? Okay. I do have another person at 9 o'clock that I have to look at. So I'm going to, I guess when this session concludes, I'm going to go look at them. So I probably can't promise looking at your Mercy gameplay tonight. But I probably can another night. Okay, cool. Yeah, like I said, I hope this helps. And happy climbing as always. Thank you. You do the same. Have a good one. Bye. All right. Well, there we go, chat. You heard it here first. So what are we going to do now? We're gonna hit up that my 9 o'clock client. And we're gonna see what they need. What's bugging? What's up with them? Okay. If you guys have anything that you guys want to ask, feel free to. This is always an open discussion area, so I am always happy to help you guys. It is kind of crazy how this is a yeah, how this is a wall. What else am I gonna say? Cool, that's all. Fire. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure if I just typed in Moira parkour. Where is there a search? There we go. Moira parkour. I can roll. Yeah, we can easily just join one of these. Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's... Oh. Oh, this is easy. Ah! Ah! That sucks. Oh, there we go. Hey, do you have... I think you have the code, right? Like a VOD code? Or am I reviewing a VOD code for you? Forget. Um okay. Um no, you're totally fine. So do you have a replay of a game that you want me to look at? Like have you played a game and you're like, "Hey, I really want someone to look over this with me?" Yeah, it's totally fine. Mm. Now, I guess I'll need your in-game name once I get the replay up. Um I'll need you to go to your career profile though. Go to history. And then I need you to go to replays. And then I'll need you to like click on a replay and hit the share button. And then it's going to spit a code out to you, and I'll just need that code so I can pull up the game. Cool, no worries. On Discord? It, I'm sharing it off of Discord. My Okay, so you went to replays, you went to history, right? You scrolled down to a game, and did you click on it? Like with X? Um are you looking at game reports or replays? So go down one more from game reports to replays. And then that should be able to let you share. Overwatch did it so weird. They like made it so it's tougher to share replays for some reason. Yeah, go ahead. GTA. All right, cool. So if you look on Discord, you should be able to see my screen. All right. And then, are you Farmer Fran by any chance? Or oh yeah, Dazester. Okay, yeah, Disaster. Cool. So playing Soldier. This is cool. Soldier's pretty good right now, so. What SR is this? Yeah, like what rank? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just pressure out the Reinhardt. He's staying way too close. He can definitely just lose his shield. Um Nice. Yeah, so that was a pretty easy one fight. I guess we're looking for the Widow here. Yeah, this is going to be probably a good place to hold. So the reason I would hold over... Okay, so you're choosing to kind of hold over here right now, it seems. And the reason I don't like what you're doing here is it's too much kind of fire coming from just this one area grouped up. And you're not really providing yourself like an off angle to make it so the enemy team kind of has to answer to multiple angles. Because if you're playing here, everyone from here, obviously the D.Va got all the way around you guys, but one defense matrix would block all fire that's coming from like this area. Even if she DMs just here. Like all of our fire is gone. So standing over here is going to just provide it so if anyone comes down, we can wrap easily around this cover over here and shoot them from this off angle. And then we can rotate back to this mini health pack or even back over to cars. This is just playing over here is just going to mitigate the potential that we could have. So let's go and see what happens. Cool. Oh, you guys could easily push card in. I guess it doesn't matter. You guys are going to get this fight one regardless anyways. Sweet. So, next thing that I would want you to do at this very moment is I want you to kind of start taking the space that you're given. So right now you know you just got a Junkrat, right? So that means that the upcoming fight is going to be a 5v4 in your favor, right? Since he's going to have the spawn all the way back there where the D.Va is. Right? Okay. So what I would want you to do as a soldier, because you guys just got the D.Va as well, there's going to be all this space that can be taken, right? So you could walk all the way up here, especially if they're going to play this low ground like this. You can use sprint all the way through here, sprint up the stairs, get up here, and now you're pressuring them from up here, kind of behind. And probably through all that rotation, they're probably just going to start getting through this tunnel up here. But you're going to have all this space already to take. Who knows? Maybe you get a pick here, so you continue that that 5v4 in your favor. Does that make sense? Okay. Right. Us not taking the space for free is going to make it a lot harder once we finally get out here, and there's going to be 5 of them all kind of set up, and they're probably all going, well, this is silver, so I don't know where they're going to be, but I know for sure golds and or plats are probably going to be up on this high ground here. So it's going to be a lot tougher to take once you get to like those lobbies. You also have like 4 people on cart. You don't really need 4 people on cart. Oh, yeah. As soon as that window went up, I probably wouldn't have peeked it. Because anything that goes through it is just going to just kill you off. Looks like it's a 4v4. Yeah, so I would just back up here. Group up with your team. Sweet. As soon as I got the Diva demech'd, I would probably pop my ultimate. Looks like you're doing pretty well though. Maybe you don't need ultimate. Nah, definitely now that you have Bob, you don't need ultimate. Sweet. Watch out for the Mercy res on the Bastion. Mercy res the Bastion, unfortunately. I'd probably go pop Visor. Is that what we're doing here? Or no, we're just fighting. Okay. That's fine. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, there we go. This is good. Good. That Mercy is getting away with a lot of reses. As a damage player, you need to be more aware of that. If you get a pick, just try to camp out the body that you killed if they have a Mercy, because Mercy's probably going to res it. Yeah, I mean, if in a game like this, if you get a pick and then Mercy starts resing, you can probably kill the Mercy, and now you already got 2 free picks. And the second pick you got, you probably didn't even need to try that hard because she kind of just you know, like let you, you know? Yeah. Sweet. Pretty good. So you just spent all that time walking up the stairs and then you just fell down the stairs again. We could have just done something there probably better than what we did do. There's a brig behind us. She should die. Sweet. Yeah, and then we're just getting stagger kills here. This is awesome. Junkrat's fighting us too. We can easily just go kill him. I'm surprised. I guess it worked. I'm surprised you didn't just helix the tire when it came around the corner. Because tire's only 100 health, helix does 120. Yeah, then this is just a roll, it seems. Yep. Sweet. That was good. I wouldn't say there's much to you know, change there. That was just consistently good. Only other thing that I might recommend, I know that you were fighting on the cart a lot there. Only other thing would be maybe try to run up these stairs here and use this a little bit better, especially with how flat this cart is. It's very tough for the enemy team to contest and hide, you know, behind this very flat cart. So you can basically see the entire defensive point from that position. Other than that, though, that was pretty good, though. Yeah, I can do that, too. I'll probably have more to say on your losses, so that's probably going to be good, too. Overall, though, I'd say what the things we need to work on right now is taking that free space that's given to us so that it's not as hard. And Maybe just positioning off angles more, because like I said about this position over here, you kind of stood here when a better off position could have been here. You know, where we're shooting from here, running over here, shooting from here, using our sprint, running all the way back. The best part about Soldier is the fact that he's so fast. He's going to be able to easily get to those off angles to pressure people out. This positioning's pretty bad. For a couple reasons. One of the big ones is the fact that even though you traded with that Ashe there, she's going to get back to the cart first before you are, because you're gonna be all the way over there, right? And she's just gonna pop up right here in like 8 seconds, right? So even though you're trading with the Ashe, she technically won that or got more value out of it because it's going to take a while for you to actually get back. Which is why playing somewhere like here is going to actually be better for you. Now, your Vermatra is also playing up front, so we do have to help him. But also where you were playing is kind of crazy, because your Ram's here, and you're here. And you have a lot less health than a Ramatra does. You know? So you're essentially being the tank in this case, which is just not good if you're damage. I would probably play like up here. Like up here would be probably fine to output damage if your tank's playing up this far. Of course, usually as heroes go, you never want to play in front of your tank. It's usually pretty bad if you're playing in front of your tank. So, yeah. Yeah, more or less. You can either stay behind him, play up on this high ground. This has some nice cover. Good thing about Soldier, too, is the fact that he can rocket jump. So, I don't know if he can... I don't think he can rocket jump from here to there. It'd be, I guess, pretty impressive if he did. He might be able to rocket jump up to here, though, and then maybe rocket jump over there. Do you know what rocket jumping is? Yeah, shoot the ground jump and then like sprint as well, and you'll get to some pretty crazy high grounds with it. But you probably could have played also over here with rocket jump if you wanted to. And that would be pretty... This would be a pretty strong position if Soldier can get up there. I'll have to try that as well. Yeah. We're here. So yeah, we're coming all the way back. Our team is now crumbling because they have less damage, and the Ashe already came back, and she's popping people. Looks like we're grouping up. This is totally fine. I'm okay with this. Hmm. Oh, I would have Okay, there you go. I was gonna say I would have helixed a lot sooner, maybe when she was standing still, like 2 bullets and then helix. I think 4 bullets and helix kills a target. 2 headshots and helix also kills a target. Unlucky. You kind of like stop shooting there. I don't know if you realize that, but like Moira's was shooting at you and you just like stopped firing back at her. So I'm gonna say that that's a rotation issue. Why you died there. Health pack was about to be up. I don't know who grabbed the health pack, but you could have ran down here, grabbed health pack, and probably gone back to fight the Moira. Or if she wasn't there anymore, now you have Visor up here that you can push out, even scare the Sojourn or so. Instead, you kind of walked around this corner with 90 health, and then just got popped because of it. You know? So that just choose the mega health pack instead of the fight, and you'll be all good there. Looks like your team is winning, killing it. You're going to have 4 ults here. So, oh, it looks like they have a lever too. Does that does he ever come back? Okay. So you kind of just also win because now it's a 4v5. Yeah, sweet. Piece of cake. Moira's behind you. You shot your own teammate. Alright, cool. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, so for this one, honestly, the only thing I would say more of is getting those off angles and taking free space when you can, and don't stand in front of your tank for most fights. And then yeah, if you have a loss too, I'll gladly look at the loss, because it's probably gonna show a little bit more of. If it doesn't show anything different, it'll show more reasons of why certain thing, like why I'm saying to do certain things. Because most losses of this game are just your weaknesses are getting exploited by the enemy team. Yep, no worries. Take your time. Yeah, go ahead and tell me. Okay. Okay. Fair. Do you play Soldier a lot? Is he like your only damage player, or? Okay. Cool. Okay, so now we're. Yeah, it looks like 20 seconds. We get going. Doesn't look like we lose anyone though, so that's fine. I'd probably, if I were you, instead of pressuring this Sigma so much, Probably when I rounded this corner here and saw that there was a Sojourn up here and an Ashe, I probably would have fired a Helix up here and probably shot them a little bit more. That could have gotten them... That you're more likely to get a pick on these guys, or at least scare them off from the pressure, than you are shooting at a Sigma that has a Moira and a Mercy healing him. Does that make sense? So already, target priority. Just focus these guys more. Also, if you end up getting the pick or scaring them off this high ground, immediately you are able to just go straight up here, and now you're on this high ground. You're over here. You can run all the way over here and pressure over here. It just opens up so much option for you, because it's probably going to be very tough taking out these two if you're just a lone soldier trying to fight two of them. Okay. Looks like we get the Sigma. That's cool. Right idea with using this off angle. A better off angle is going to be here, though. Do you see that? Because right now you're on an off angle. I say that with quotations because you're obviously you're not shooting from here. You're shooting a little bit off, but the Sigma's still blocking you with the shield. Like he's blocking everyone with the shield, right? So if you were up here, Sigma has to now choose. Does he want to shield you from shooting all these people? Or does he want to stop the Torb, Bap, and the Queen? You know, and he's left with that tough question. He can't use one ability to block everything. And so that's going to give you more options for pick potential. And it's going to... Also, like, the damage aren't going to just want to stand here. So they're probably going to run under here, or they're going to run over here. And all of that moving around is going to relieve some of the pressure that your tank's going to be feeling. And it's going to, also cause your tank to maybe even get some picks if they end up, like, choosing the wrong place to position themselves. Yeah, and find better off angles, right? Because this, yes, like I said before, this is an off angle, kind of, but it's not as good as what playing here would be. And, like, I would say, like, this is technically an off angle too, but the reason I don't suggest playing here is just because the rotation is way too long for you. Like, this is the shortest route, but this is, like, probably take you, like, 3 seconds to actually get up here. And you probably could have done that while they were even backing up there. Because you popped in here, ran out, and then popped back in here. So all that time you could have spent doing this maneuver, you probably could have just done this. And been at the same, like, position, more or less. And what makes Soldier really good at this, too, is the fact that he's able to heal himself. So he can get in those aggressive off angles, and then he can just shield. Because, yeah, you're just shooting a shield this, all this time. And your Queen also doesn't have a shield, so they're kind of just winning this fight because they just have 700 extra health than you guys do. Oh, sorry. Do you hop in comms often? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Some nice elevator music here. Yeah, so looks like our team's just not there. So unfortunately, you just lose that one because we're not all there. But like you said, you were getting your mic, so. Yeah, you're still focusing that Sigma. I'd rather you shoot the Cassidy there. Yeah, shooting this Mercy's good. That's very good pressure. Now, something else that you could have done, I know your BAP is doing this. Instead of you like rotating back here to go back over here, I probably would have just sprinted all the way up here. And then gone to like here and popped my visor. And then if they like end up like hiding on the bridge like they're doing, you can jump over here and you can aim at them with visor. But the the visor window is also a good thing. I just don't know how well it's going to work out, because chances are Sigma's going to use his flux like he is, and then the enemy team's just gonna all stand right here. But I guess we'll see how it turns out. Good. You aim at the enemies too while you're using your visor, right? Okay. Because I only ask because sometimes people play soldier and they just think that it auto aims, so they don't need to aim. But aiming at heads while you're in the ultimate counts as headshots. Okay, cool. That's good. It's better than most players then. Same deal here. I would probably just try and take some space if I can. Looks like the enemy is holding pretty close up. When Sigma pops his ult there, I would probably just try to sprint away from where the group is to just try and not get everyone caught in it. Yeah. We don't need visor here, so... Nice, we got the Mercy. Ooh, she's so low. Okay. Okay. So there is... Okay, we'll see how this goes. Okay, good. Sweet. Like as said before, what rank is this? This is silver, right? Silver? Question mark? Yeah, silver. What I was going to say, instead of emoting on point like you're doing, now we can start taking some space, right? So this Reaper is still here. We can definitely push out. We can maybe scare him out and or get a kill. Getting a kill here would turn it into a 5v4 for the next fight. And then we used visor, so we don't have to worry about that. But we can position ourselves maybe onto this high ground and such, so that when the enemy team pushes back, so they're silvers, so they're probably allergic to high ground, we're gonna walk straight through here, and then we have plenty of shooting we can do. If we get pressured out, we can either go get a mega, or we can run back to our team and get some heals. But I want you, instead of doing this emote thing, just because, yes, it's cool to emote and it's like, haha, you can do a lot more with your time than just doing that, you know? Easy. Yep, there's it is. That was kind of obvious. I mean, you saw the Reaper and Wraith form. You guys just all were fighting on cart. Spreading out and like fighting over here if you were a soldier still. You could be getting them. You could probably be getting as many picks as the Reaper got there. And he wouldn't have gotten you. So he only would have gotten like these two. Overall, it just probably would have been a better play than just you sitting on points. It goes back to that Junkertown example that I was saying, where you kind of like sat with your team on point when the aggressive off angle would have been over here. Yeah, so the trend I'm seeing right now is just like set yourself up for more aggressive off angles, because right now you're kind of like playing two-dimensional, where you're just kind of like your whole team is just standing together and you're all shooting forward, and it's like who hits more bullets. That's kind of how it's playing right now. But if you spread yourself out more, you're going to just have a lot more aggressive angles like that, and you're going to be making a huge impact in fights. Do you see what I mean by like everyone's just standing together and everyone's just seeing who can hit more bullets though? I think you guys are just all like standing in a giant funnel essentially. That was good. Moira has no fade. Yep. Perfect. That's great. Yeah, recognizing that the Moira used fade and then finishing her off, that was really good. Unlucky, they used 2 ultimates there, so I'm totally fine with that. Looks like your queen's going on a rampage. Unlucky that the Reaper got her. He had Helix Rocket there, that would have stopped him, shut him down, and you wouldn't have died. Just make sure we're keeping track of our Helix and making sure we're using it when we can, especially if it's a target that's so very obvious to hit like that. Only other thing I'm going to say for that round is down here we got our ultimate. So we're at 84% right now, so ultimate up here. Sojourn stops popping her things. We get over here. We get our ultimate. Here, I would probably... Your best choice of action probably wouldn't be to go back to where your team is. It's probably to run up here, get up here, and if you can get the Sojourn, great. If not, maybe push out the rest of them. But we're stuck playing down here, and then we get popped off, double killed actually, by a Sojourn right click. It just could have gone better. Your Visor probably would have gotten this Valking Mercy too, if we played up on his high ground. And that Reaper probably could have died too. And we would have been alive then to help out the Queen ult. Like I said, overall not that bad. Only things that I think we need to work on is just aggressive angles. We're just not giving ourselves as much potential in these fights as we could have. Yeah, exactly. And you can definitely feel it a lot more too, because people like Reaper, people like Sojourn are able to just destroy mass amounts of people because everyone's just standing together. Even Ball, with his minefield, he hasn't gotten anything big with minefield yet, but he definitely has the same potential with his thing. I'm hoping you rotate to high ground here too. Because it's just going to be better because you have these as cover. You can rotate back here, play here even. It just gives you a lot more options than playing down here. And it also technically counts as an off angle, right? Because if I was a Sigma, because they're playing Sigma right now, and I throw a shield here, and you're playing down here, I'm going to be blocking you from, shooting me. But if you're playing up here, the Sigma has to now choose to use his shield up here or to use it down here. So it's also an off angle, similar to like, this situation that I was talking about earlier. Dang, we are getting aggressive. The poor Bap lost. You're standing in front of the tank again, kind of like we mentioned on Junkertown. And that gets you picked, and that's now a 5v3. They're just going to walk straight in. Yeah. Oh, big. And it looks like you're going to go frontline soldier again. Yeah. So if we think about off angles again here, probably the off angle that I would choose to hold is either going to be up here by these buildings, in the window where the turret is. Soldier could, if he wanted to, get over here just by, I think sprinting could get you over here. But if not, you could rocket jump as well. But yeah, definitely don't be playing up here, especially when your D.Va's playing back there. Just not a good idea. It looks like on defense you're just too kill happy. So you're just playing right in front of your D.Va rather than letting the enemy kind of like walk to you. I'm assuming you know that roll reloads for you. Yeah, okay. Nice. Unlucky. I would have liked to see maybe some fanning when he came out here and saw that there was like a Reaper and a Sigma here. He probably could have fanned the one, rolled, and fanned the other. Nice. It looks like we're going to be playing right in front of our tank again, and we're going to get picked because of it. Yeah, it's not looking good. Yeah, you're just playing a little too fight happy. Like if I were you, obviously they just got the point here, so if you're fighting here, the enemy is going to be just coming out of this spawn for every kill you get, and you're going to be all the way back in this little orange area. So it just makes more sense maybe to set yourself up here for people coming down here than it is for you to be, you know, playing where you're playing. It's just also not a good spot because your tank doesn't really have anywhere to hold. Your supports are either going to be down here or up here, and then that's going to split them, so it's easier to push you guys. It's just overall just not good positioning, you know? So and then looks like you guys are just going to be staggering now. So it's going to be very tough to get anything back. And that's probably going to be it. So on Soldier, definitely aggressive positioning. Looks like on defense, you're just playing too near the tank, when you definitely could just back up and wait for the enemy to come for you. Like come to you with the you know, like they're attacking, right? So they have to push the space you're holding. So instead of you trying to go to them to hold the space, let them come to you. And then you can just pressure them when they enter your area. Yeah. On personally, I would just say try to just the more you play, the more you practice, the better you're going to be getting at aiming. Um Overall that's more or less kind of what aim is. It's just muscle memory and practice. So I will say the positionings that I'm like suggesting are going to just make that a little easier, because for instance, the soldier example, right? If we go back to here, my aim isn't going to really matter too much. I'm going to just be providing a lot more damage output up here than I would be if I was doing what you're doing here. It's just setting yourself up so that even if your aim is quote unquote bad, you're still like you just have more potential. And I can relate too. Like my aim's pretty bad and with damage too. But the reason that I'm like diamond trying to push masters in damage is just because I'm getting these angles that are pressuring the enemy team a lot more than they would be if you're playing a passive position like this, you know? So I'm sure aim is definitely muscle memory, but with positioning, better positioning will also just make it so hitting your shots is easier. Okay, cool. Do you have any other questions? Okay, cool. Well, I hope this helps. And I hope it can help you, reach gold, maybe even higher, if you get there. And then yeah, if you end up feeling stuck, you know where I am on the Discord. So um, feel free. Like if you end up getting stuck in like a couple weeks or whatever, and you feel like you're still not making any progress, definitely come back and we can, we can do more VOD reviews and such. Yeah, no worries. Happy climbing as always. Night. All right, cool. So that is another one, guys. Um, let's see what else we got. Looks like that might be it in terms of people we're coaching. We might play some games. We'll have to see. Or we might pop over to Twitch and then we'll close this here. But if you guys are still watching, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And then yeah, make sure you guys are and yeah. If you guys are enjoying this content on the YouTube, I'll try to stream more on the YouTube. If you guys want to see me regularly, I do stream on Twitch a bunch. Link to that is or should be in the description. Okay. Other than that, yeah. To be fair, that soldier player was doing decent for silver. Definitely can get to gold. I think so, Soviet Seal. I definitely think so. I think a lot of the players that I was watching today, at least, I mean, I only looked at two of them, but I think they both have potential. I mean, the one was, I think, a diamond Moira, but just getting their bearings. And yeah, they just never used ultimate. So they definitely, if they just use ultimate more, they definitely could get there, right? And if the, um, and yeah, if the soldier player just played a little bit more of off angles, like they can easily get to gold, I would think. Maybe even platinum, to be honest. I mean, um, even their ultimate usage wasn't bad. So they definitely have potential there. It's just a matter of the positioning or less. Sorry, guys. Chatting with another client for coaching. Anyways, I guess I'm going to play a couple games here, and then we'll coach someone else if that works for you guys. 7 minutes of support, not very fun. I think instead we're just going to go on tank. Seems a lot easier. Seems a lot better. Yeah. it was a good stream, and I don't really mind where I stream personally. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seems more people seem to watch live on Twitch. So obviously, like, that's more so where I go because everyone just kind of enjoys watching people on Twitch. Um, yeah, we'll be looking at another dude. I just got another request actually. Um, Another reason why I mean, one of the reasons why I'm going to YouTube too, though, is I need more watch time on my YouTube to actually start getting monetized, start potentially making money on YouTube. So, you know, from my YouTube videos. So I'm also just doing it mainly because of that. Garden, looks like we're playing some ball here. We'll be looking at a bronze Zenyatta a little bit later, though, chat. So if you want to learn how to play Zenyatta, you know, a lot better, then stick around. Yeah, they have a Reinhardt. Got the Genji. Damn. Big stalls. Honestly, 50% is pretty good. Yeah, just group up. That was Shatter, Blade, Valk. Here they have Nano. Probably just have Nano. They use the MP as well. Damn. On a one, on a one, on a one. Sorry. It's not looking hot, guys. Just a little bit. Ow! Where did he come from? Yep. Yeah. Damn. Not my Kiriko. Ow. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, he is. Yep. Ouch. Just a good team, I guess. Yeah. Big Ow. Big Ow, guys. Big L. We'll probably be able to play one more game before the for the review. Blizzard World. Blizzard World D. Hey, maybe. Might be. I'm alive. We did it. It's okay, we did it. Critical with a capital K. Ow. Oh, there we go. Oh no. I really thought that break was gonna do something there. Okay, it was just my duplicate. My duplicated Ash. Not even. Hanzo diff too. Yes. Taking a shit. That's what he's doing. No. Dang. I had the hope. It's okay. He's way back there. Yeah, they say try again tomorrow. Yeah, uh-huh. Sorry. I saw monkey and I thought ooga booga chat. But really it was me doing the ooga booga. I guess we play queen here. Neuron activated. Ouch. Why is Winston gotta be so strong, man? Wow. I think I'm ass. Heard it here first. I second that. Just maybe. I believe. Oh yeah, what's up? Yeah, we can give you another one. Ain't no worries. Diving high ground in 3 seconds. Diving. The supports are occupied. Damn. Oh, there we go. Ooh, get the res, get the res. On the Sojourn. Gotta love some Winton on Winton action. Except, I think the enemy Winton is doing a lot more than I am. Oh, big Genji. Big. Alright, sweet. Well, holy. Yeah, GG. All right, Trey, let's see what you got. It's just not a good day for tank. Hey, let me try to turn you up. It's okay. I look at a lot of different gameplay, so I don't judge too hard. Exactly. As a bronze, I would say probably the main thing you have to focus on is probably positioning. I mean, that's okay. Um, whatever audio quality you need to communicate with me and for me to communicate back to you. Yeah. It doesn't matter to me, to be honest. Just as long as you're getting the most out of this that you can, you know? Yeah, that's fine. Sounds sounds perfectly fine to me. I mean, it does, but like I said, uh, doesn't. Do you have a code for me? Yeah, that'd be great if you can. One sec. All right, I'm ready. Okay. Yes, I do play on PC. Gotcha. That's perfectly fine. Doesn't matter to me what crosshair you're using. Personally, when I played on console, I was using this, the default, yeah. I don't think it matters too much as long as you're able to aim with whatever you're using. Oh yeah, there you go. You can tell this is a bronze lobby because you can already see the Sojourn just... Oh, come on. You could have held that longer and gotten the kill. Audio would tell you a Diva's to your left. We got the Discord on her. That's awesome. Sweet. Okay. So, your right, or I guess they're not right clicks. Your L2s that you're using a lot, you're not really, like, I guess thinking about where they're going. You're kind of just, like, holding it down because no one's in front of you, and then you're shooting it, is what it looks like, right? Mm-hmm. It looks to me like it's a little poor, though. Like, if you're going to do that, you want to be charging it, get to here. And then when it's about to release, peek around the corner. Like, already have, like, an idea in mind. So, like, aiming here. And then just peeking over and shooting. And then going back here. And doing... You can do the same thing, or you can just, like, mark a Discord target and shoot. Are you aware that Discord tracks the head of the target you're aiming for? Okay. So also, something else that you might want to consider, discording a target, waiting behind the wall, seeing if that target's going to, like, stand still or what they're going to be doing, and then based on where they are through the wall, you can charge up and then peek and hit them. Maybe you get a kill that way. I could do that if you want. That's fine. Sure. All right, so right now you have your Doomfist dead. You have a soldier, and you have your Moira here, and your who is that? Your Symmetra's in spawn. Okay. So if I were you, I'm seeing that there's only 2 of my allies here, and there's 4 of them. So that makes 1, 2, 3v4. Which means that we shouldn't fight. Because statistically speaking, 3 versus 4, 4 is going to win, right? So if I were you, and also we're probably going to lose our Moira here too. Yeah. So if I were you, I probably would just wait right here. Just wait for our team to finally, like, group up, because there's no shot we're going to be actually doing anything here. Or do what you can to keep the soldier alive, but don't, like, hard engage. Oh, there we go. Unlucky. Nice. You need to throw your Discord on someone, though. You haven't thrown your Discord? There it is. Always try to make sure you have a Discord up at all times. Because... yeah, obviously. But, having your Discord just on someone at all times, even if you're doing absolutely nothing, say you can't hit any shots today or something, having your Discord on someone is just going to make it so your team can just destroy whoever you're trying to shoot, you know? Since it provides 25% bonus damage to the person you're discording. It's cool. Sweet. Yeah, and then these guys are big staggering. This is cool. Yeah, exactly. Is this a win? I'm assuming this is a win. Okay. Also, something that's better to look at is a loss, because we can see, like, definitely see what you're doing wrong, you know? Yeah. Or any game that you feel like was close and you felt like you played well, but somehow you didn't win. Yeah, so yeah, Zen can't block a devault. He can be immune to it, but he can't block it for his teammates. Mm-hmm. Nice. Nope, don't shoot the tree. Where? Yeah, that was good. I just saw you shooting the tree sometimes, but looks fine. Yeah, we definitely need to practice those charge up shots. Like the timing of it so that you can get better at knowing when you're going to be releasing it. Yeah, because that does 45 damage as to people too. Mm-hmm. And I think that's not to mention the Discord. If they're Discorded, I think it does more. Like close to 50. Hey, you guys definitely went. Huh? You guys definitely pushed that cart in though, right? Yeah, there you go. Big C9. Yeah, so for him, it's going to, a lot of the time, it's going to be like where you're positioning yourself in the fight. You definitely don't want to be too close to the battle because you're just going to get caught out. That's a waste right there. No one needed any healing when you popped that. Mm-hmm. Yep. Go get her. Go get her. Yep, there you go. Mm-hmm. Or just get good at them, get better at like knowing the map and mm-hmm. After I think it's 3 seconds that happens. Yeah, Discord's a 1.5. Do I do DPS VOD reviews? Yeah, I do Lightning. I think I did I think I looked at a soldier earlier today, so that's okay. I mean that's why you're getting coaching though, you know? You're trying to get better. What rank am I for DPS? I'm just a Diamond 5 player. But no, chat on YouTube. Um but no, I'm a Diamond 5 player for DPS, but I would say technically rank doesn't matter. if you're coaching, because it matters kind of like what the knowledge of the coach is. It's like a different thing. Well, there's only 3 of them. Did they leave? I'm assuming they rage quit. Yeah. Yeah, I'll look at that. No, Lightning, sorry. I'm not GM or higher. I if it's any credibility, I was masters in on console. Platinum. That's a good goal. Average player is gold, so yeah, it's a 4v3 jab. What happened to your teammate? Did he leave too? So it's a 4v3 in a bronze 5 lobby. I know. That's probably because their Wi-Fi is bad, or they just don't take the game seriously, or they get mad, so they leave. Big pick on the Moira. Yeah, well, why'd you drop in the first place? You didn't need to. Do you mind if we watch the loss? Because I feel like I'm not gonna get much out of watching the rest of this game. Or I feel like you're not gonna get more watching the rest of this game. Mm-hmm. Lightning, I'll do it after this Zen loss, if that's cool with you. Do you have the code? TTV? Okay. 5J9. Oh, because you're what? You're playing open queue? Right? Oh, yeah. Okay, this is quick play. Okay. Gotcha. So open queue? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, open queue games are going to be kind of just like rough because a lot can happen. Like you could go up against a team with no healers. Like they only have a Lucio for healing, right? So there's just a couple different things to consider. I would say definitely what you just did, that maneuver, where you decided that you were just going to be the main tank, just a no-no. When you come out of spawn, your best option, your best rollout is either going to go, top right, and then you'll have up here to contest the point, or to roll out left, and then you'll have the bridge to contest the point. Yeah, but you can get that from up here. You walking up here and standing right here is just going to leave you exposed to shots from here, the Mei right here, the soldier right here. If you're playing up here, now you only have to worry about like shots from here. So then you can just walk over here. Now you don't have any more shots, and then you come back over here and you get more shots. Yeah, I'm gonna go coach Lightning after Or see what if I can coach Lightning, since he's a GM player. Yeah. He said he was GM 3 and 4 matches. So I guess he's GM 3 and he has 4 matches. So he's trying to get to GM 2 or GM 1. It's mainly just you don't know where to exactly like position yourself. Like you're even now you're positioning to push this small choke down here. You don't need to. You can just walk all the way up here for free. And walk over here, support your Hanzo, maybe get the Genji. Like you're just trying to shove yourself into somewhere that you're just never gonna get any value. And you have a lever in this game too, so it's kind of also a loss. Yeah, Trey, this is live, so it should go on my channel and then it should be stuck as like a live under the live playlists. Yeah, so this is on YouTube right now. I don't know if we're really gonna get much out of this either, to be honest. Just because you have a lever here, you know. Okay, that might be a little bit better, I think. Okay. Sorry, it's what? GQ? Okay. Okay. Three. Okay. Another Junkertown map. Sounds good, Lightning. Trey, I can look at you after I'm done looking at Lightning, if that works for you. Okay. So if you had Discord onto the Symmetra, you would have killed her already. The fact that you didn't have Discord on her just made it so she won that fight. You just needed a little bit extra damage, and you would have gotten that little bit extra damage with Discord. So just make sure you Discord your targets before you start firing them. Awesome. Thanks, Trey, for being so reasonable. Yeah, I'm talking to chat. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's my name without the TTV. Same icon and everything. So you should see a guy with a beanie and glasses. Sounds good, Trey. No worries. This is okay. Mm-hmm. Same thing. Discord a little bit earlier. I'll just confirm kills a lot easier. What, your BAP? I think I think some I think someone was gonna die though, no? I don't know if she died. I'm pretty sure she faded and just walked over here and you guys like didn't kill her. You guys just let her like walk over to this health pack and then go back with her team. I mean, yeah, he did. Um that's okay. I wouldn't be too concerned about what your teammates are doing though. Because obviously the common factor in all your games is gonna be you, right? There we go. Okay. Yeah, so it being Zen being a projectile hero, you gotta lead your targets. So you're shooting at where they are. Yeah, you're shooting at where they are, you need to be shooting where they're going to be. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, if that works for you. Mm-hmm. Um, I guess you got lost. Your Junkrat needs a Harmony Orb. Okay, somehow he lives. That's good. Good cover. Yeah, it looks like you guys just get this. I'm definitely seeing you just like not knowing where the enemy is though. And that comes with just playing more. You'll realize like what the enemy's doing and where the enemy is. Good. Big waste. Sombra could use a Harmony up there. Yeah, weird bap. Yeah, this is another open queue game too. That's cool, but POTG doesn't really matter too much. I get that most games, but I still lose. So like you gotta Discord someone there. For you, I'm just saying like you're lacking using your abilities as much as you should be. I think that's a main reason why we're not seeing as much success as you could have. Yep, exactly. And then I'd be coming around here with a charge shot already. And then go into this part. That's a waste of an ultimate there. Somehow still worked though. There you go. Yeah, but they push out somehow, don't they? Do you see where you're positioning right now? So Zenyatta, he doesn't have any damage fall off where he's like standing. So you can stand like all the way back here and you could shoot people and you would still have the same amount of damage as you do from where you're standing right here. And because you don't have to shoot the enemy where they're standing, you have to shoot where they are. It's not really going to matter too much about how close you are to the enemy. Yeah, and that's mainly because you weren't standing like back here or up here. Like this would put you away from the D.Va, so the D.Va would be less likely to hit you and get you. Looks like you have a lever in this game too. That's probably why they push it the whole way, I'm assuming. Yeah. Oh, looks like they come back. Okay. Right, so what you did there was you were here, you know, right where this bomb was. And then as soon as it ended, you were like, oh shoot, let me just stand here on the cart. Where when you could have been back here with the Symmetra, or you could have been over here, or even by these boxes over here. You definitely needed to get yourself away from the battle because, yeah, you stood in like, I think there were like 4 of them there when you came out of that. Exactly. So definitely keep in mind like where you're positioning yourself after you use your trance. Just try to find natural cover. Any kind of thing that's going to stop the enemy from shooting you is going to be big help. And then this is also feeding right here, right? Because you're not going to beat a D.Va. Oh, never mind, we do beat a D.Va. Don't know how that happens. But even with us playing up here and fighting all this, we still lose it, right? I'd much rather us play back with our team when we have our Sigma play back up here. Someone else says that if you're jumping way too much, if you jump less, you'll have a lot better aim because you won't be jumping, so you don't have to take your jump into effect. Especially when you're doing your left shot. Like you shouldn't be jumping around the corner with your left shot. You should just be popping around the corner with your left shot. So this long rotation here kind of made us not put Harmony on our D.Va, and then we wasted our ult there. We kind of almost fed ourselves. Something else you can do, you see how the Orisa's using her spear and spinning it? Instead, while she's spinning her spear, what you can do is just charge up a shot. So when she's done spinning her spear, you can then shoot all of your volleys into her. rather than wasting your balls shooting a into the spear, because it doesn't do anything when you shoot into the Orisa spear. I have 2 other people that I gotta look at. So maybe not today, maybe another time? Maybe? But definitely not, I don't think so tonight. uh, and you just you just kind of like kind of walked straight. Yeah, you kind of went straight into that. You should have just played around here, been a little bit farther from the tanks. Your big issue here is the fact that you're fighting tanks like melee distance, and you're playing Zenyatta, which is one of these sniping supports, more or less. So you really shouldn't be that close to tanks, like, ever. He used it to protect his team from the Sigma ult. Yeah, basically, everyone's going to just walk in a straight line to you, and you're just going to hit them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Throwing your Discord on that Ashe could have helped, because she wasn't moving a bunch. Yeah, you don't have Discord up on anyone. Still don't have Discord up on anyone. Still don't have Discord up on anyone. Okay. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Mainly just focus on using your abilities a little more and staying away from those tanks, because you seem to be frontlining a lot with the Zenyatta. I think if you do that, maybe practice some right clicks around corners as well. I think you can definitely get out of bronze 5. Sounds good, man. I'll see you around. All right, Lightning. Let's check this out. I don't know if you wanted to call over this. I'm assuming you probably didn't. I just need the yeah. Let's see. KBKKRD. Yo, what's up, Dio? How's it going, man? Okay, so we're going to take. So I'm assuming the only reason that we're going here is probably just for spamming down this choke right here. Your MKDO. Oh, okay, gotcha, Dio. Enemy team is. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, so I'm surprised that we didn't actually Lightning. I'm surprised you didn't go over here with Soldier. I feel like most soldiers and most damage players in general, they go right side here and play this high ground over here. That's I mean, that's my guess. I would probably save you from the queen there. But you know, if they push the other side, then I guess they could have gotten you there. Yeah, this oh, very good. Unlucky. Unlucky. Maybe after getting the hits on the Kiriko, we just back up. Right now we're just kind of like staggering, it looks like. Good. We rotated out probably because the Junkrat was spamming us. But that made the Junkrat get 2 picks on our team. So maybe just watch for the Junkrat more when he was coming in. Since the Junkrat kind of carried that fight on us. Dang, they just don't like us. We've just literally been playing Spawn Simulator. Okay, well, at least we have an ult here. Like we hopefully win this too. Yeah. High ground or flank the supports. You go left here for high ground or flank support, so you can go either up here or here to flank the supports. I guess that's fair. That's a good rollout for Soldier. Most people I see, they either play here or then they just sprint over here and then play here. But I guess because of the new soldier buff, I guess that's fair. You know why he's getting hard focus because of the soldier buff. I guess if you do rotate over here, then the tank would just jump on you. So that checks out. Makes sense. I was just wondering because it didn't seem like you had that much great sight angles, but if you're doing it for the flank, that makes more sense. Crazy how you're the only one on cart or pushing the robot. Especially when you have the ult, you have the one of the win conditions. Oh, big. Okay, yeah, he's running away. There's 3 on cart, though. You don't need to be here. You have 3 on cart, probably in that time that we got the 2 picks. No, I didn't expect the queen there either. I guess they tomfooled you on the beginning of that. But after we get this queen here, right? I probably would then be like, all right, let's take the space, try to get to some staggers. So I'd probably sprint over here and start like, or like sprint into here and play over here to try to get more a of a presence. Especially because you have your Kiriko and your Ana eventually go to cart, right? So you don't need it. And if you run away, chances are your Ana's going to push cart regardless. But doing that, you kind of like force yourself into this bad position where you're like you know, you kind of like played a little passive there, and so they grouped up and the Junkrat got 2 kills on you guys. So if I were you, I probably would have just played over here. You know, get off of cart, more or less, and try to take those, do something with those 2 picks that you just got. Don't know why I'm watching this guy when I can be watching a soldier. Our win condition here is Nano Visor. Good. Yep, just run away from there. Very good. Nice. Yeah, that's all good. Yep. Your team's nowhere to be found and you're stuck here pushing a cart. At this moment, you should probably just back up and wait for your team to group back up. Because you pushing into this is probably just going to get you picked, and then the enemy team is just going to do something about it. Okay, so we get out of there. Lucky that we lose our ram through that. Probably die on cart here. Yeah, if I were you, I would just die on cart. Scary Junkrat. Big. More big rockets. Awesome. Big, big, big. Big. Big, big helix. Yeah, looks like we're doing great here. Awesome. Heal, heal, heal. Mainly concerned about junk at off angles or queen rushing. Yeah. It doesn't look like the junk's taking that many off angles, though. Occasionally, he might go to a flank or deny you high ground, but it doesn't seem like he's going on, like, huge off angles or flanks. Um, I'm only gonna say here is probably not the best place to be when you could play here. It just denies, like, playing here. You're gonna be open to angles from here. You're gonna be open to any of this high ground up here. Like, I would say this is probably where a tank would be playing. As a damage hero, I would probably want to be playing like over here where the health pack is. I have a retreat option here. Put their big lead on us and the start, and always keep the distance from John. Yeah. Yeah, probably just like where you're standing there though. It's just like not optimal. Go Ram, go. Oh. Nice, Dio. Awesome, man. Dio, I also have a Zen video if you want to see that too. Might help you out with more Zen thoughts. I think it's a gold Zen player. Oh. Good focus on the Junkrat. Yeah, and I can send you that on Discord too. I'm assuming we're gonna go pop our visor now. Now that it's not blocked off. Yeah. I'm assuming you know the soldier visor animation canceled too. Lightning. For those of you watching that don't know the soldier animation cancel, you just hit healing before visor and you instantly start firing. Oh, nice. You guys got the lead. Big. Is this a loss? Or is this is a win, right? Yeah, why are we playing on point here though, Lightning, when we could be playing over here, like away from the point? We could be playing here. Like I don't see why exactly you need to be playing on the point here. Even if you were playing like here, like I would say this is fine too. But I don't think we need to hold the robot's hand personally. I just think that's a little too like too much. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like you could have backed up easily when overtime fight was going, so you get a better field of view of the entire fight. Our Helix rockets are superb though. And like I said before, I'm assuming you know the animation cancel with visor. Big Kiriko ult. I think she dies. Sweet, we get the Kiriko. That's big. Good. Yeah, we're gonna get ult pretty soon here. Big. Way to get the Lucio. Yeah, that's a big visor. Just, 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 just bigger than the other thing. Yeah, that's a big visor. Just bigger than the other thing. 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 Just b You don't do it, but you do know of it. Yeah, I mean, it's more of those like it seems very niche and situational. I mean, I don't suggest it all the time, obviously, because it's not as groundbreaking. But I would say it definitely helps when you're fighting like a pharmacy or a Valking Mercy or something like that. Something that's like easily in the air that you can easily focus down real quick if you do the cancel. Honestly, I would say like obviously you're good because you're GM, right? But um things that I would say you just need to work on is kind of like positioning yourself when the fight's like starting out, or even like in the beginning there, right? You showed up and you didn't know where the enemy was. Maybe even if you were in comms, like ask where they are, or if they're rotating left or something, and then position yourself accordingly. Um, it just seems like we got caught out in sticky situations because of that. Not to mention that one time where you were fighting your team got the cart or got like 2 kills, and then you stayed on cart when you probably could have pushed up to make more space for your supports to push cart and help your tank out. But instead, Junkrat kind of just went to cart, got 2 kills on you and the Kiriko there. So I would say those are probably what you need to work on if you want to take my humble opinion. Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm the type of coach that I'm going to be more position oriented, and that's mainly because I'm a tank player and I'm not really a damage player. I'm not really looking at mechanics. I'm not really saying like, "Oh, your aim just needs to be better." Like to me, I'm like if you position yourself in good areas, you're going to set yourself up for success. So, to me, I focus a lot more on just like where you're standing and how you could probably be better at where you're standing, because that's probably just going to make it so it's easier to have these clutch up plays and such, as well as the game sense and all that too. But um, that's my take on it. Every coach is different, I'd say. So all right, well, I guess we're on Trey. And I may be diamond on damage, but I am a Masters 1 tank player as well. So while I'm new to or don't fully understand the damage and what they should be doing, I do kind of know like like what happens in those high lobbies. They're not too foreign to me, if that makes sense. I say too foreign to me because they're still kind of foreign. Not gonna be soon, just not today. No worries, man. I'll do it myself. LOL. All right. So it looks like we're just gonna tell him what we're doing wrong. What are Trey? We're Trey. So we're looking at a Sombra player now. I think it's a silver Sombra, if I remember correctly. All right. So if I were you, honestly, probably best health pack to hack's gonna be that one. Okay. Why are we at 20 health and we're going for a hack on someone with a turret right there? We're just asking for death. Yeah, you just put yourself straight out of the fight. If I were you, I would probably just go down to this health pack, hack it, and then just like, you know, walk over it, get myself back up. And now we don't have to put our translocator here. Maybe we put our translocator like here or something. But we have this kind of as like our refuel station, if you will. I think that would be good. Okay, so you're probably going to engage here again without thinking about like what your team's doing for engaging, right? Maybe. Lost your rhyme though. Big sad. We're very much trying to get at targets that aren't really isolated. Oh no, that's not good. Something that a lot of Sombra players don't realize, there's like two ways of getting Sombra, right? So you're trying to go very pick heavy Sombra. The other Sombra is going to be just EMP heavy, since EMP is a very strong ultimate in the game just because it makes everyone so weak. They're all kind of like can't use abilities for a certain amount of time. And um yeah. So what a lot of good Sombras will do is they'll kind of just poke and farm for EMP. And then once they get EMP, they'll just like wit EMP because it's kind of like a win condition. Um and I'm not really seeing that a whole lot. I'm seeing us like pick a bunch, you know? Almost. You were definitely trying to pick the back line a lot, and it's just not really gonna happen. This is a great time to EMP because you just get rid of the tree. When would you try to go for pick heavy playstyle? You see people that are like by themselves. So this Ana now, you know, this Ana now is free to pick because no one's near her, right? She's on her own. She's isolated. You need to find moments where the enemy is isolated. If you aren't seeing that the enemy is really isolated too much, then you kind of just are going to play at like a safer distance. So say I could play like here and I could just like shoot and get charge off of whoever I'm shooting at to farm up my EMP. Awesome, Dio. Congrats, man. Big. Something else that you're just not doing, and you definitely just need to, is just hacking health packs, especially when it's something like a control point like this. Hacking the nearby health pack is going to just allow your team to just be getting 75 health every once in a while real quick, and that's going to just build up more and more time for you to be able to what's the word, like you'll just win the resource battle, you know. Sweet. Bronze 4. Big. We're already out of bronze 5. Yeah, so like hack and then shoot. Similar to what Lightning said about the one dude, you're jumping, right? So jumping is going to have to take into account your falling whenever you're aiming. So if you don't, you'll just have to worry about your horizontals rather than your verticals as well as your horizontals. So keep that in mind too. That might help you out. Just jump a little bit less. Honestly, if you wanted to put your translocator here too, you're down in a low lobby, so they probably won't actually punish you too much if you put your translocator here. They might higher up in other lobbies, but I think it's fine to put yours there if you wanted to now. Other option, that's if you want to be like super aggressive. Obviously, you could just have the passive route and you just set your translocator like around here, back in this corner over here, so you have this, but this is your home base. If you, so I don't see hacking health packs also as a waste, because Sombra hack is like a 3-second cooldown. We'll see on the next person you hack here. I would hack the Torb here. Yeah, it's on a 4-second hack. You can't see it because of chat. But this is 4 seconds over here. So what that means is you have, you know, like if you hack a health pack, you can probably just do whatever you were going to do anyways. So it's just free real estate essentially. So you should just take it. Ooh. Sweet. Big hack. Sweet. And then hack her. Sweet. Why do we go invisible? We don't need to go invisible. You're just wasting... You're kind of like wasting actions there. Obviously, it doesn't matter too much, but... The time that you spent going invisible, you could have spent shooting someone, so... Alright, so we have VMP. Cool. Same deal, you went invisible, you didn't need to, you could have just hacked. You also, like, going back to the different play styles, either pick or farming EMP, obviously with 92 seconds, 99 seconds, we're not trying to really farm EMP, because we're probably not going to farm EMP in that amount of time. So here, I'd probably just try to look for a pick while they're trying to group up to recontest, and that would put, you know, your team had an advantage because it's a 5v4 now. Nice, awesome. Yeah, that's exactly what you do. It's awesome. But go for the hack, sweet. Honest can't hit, Ana can't aim, sweet. Yeah, nice. Yeah, piece of cake. Not too bad. Yep, hack the diva. She can probably die there. I'm surprised. Hack. Sweet. Echo, 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 echo. You're spending a lot of time not shooting that diva. Like, that diva probably could have died 3 times over, and we're just refusing to shoot the diva. Yeah, if we're gonna grab that health back, we might as well hack it while we're doing it, too. Yeah, probably just wait. Good pick. Nope. Oh my god, he helped hack the health pack. Don't see that every day. Yeah, your team's dead. No need to do anything unless someone goes AFK. Good on you waiting for your team. Unlucky. You were fighting a turret. Don't fight the turret. You will probably like 50 to 60% of the time lose the turret fight if you're not getting heals, you know? So just don't. Our translocators can use work too. I mean, we don't need to use the translocators like what you're doing. You're like teleporting in and then you're like throwing it somewhere. It's okay to teleport, throw translocator down, or rather teleport, stealth, throw translocator, run. That should be almost like what you do every time. And then yeah, we could have probably hacked here, and then this could have been our like home base for teleporting, so we're not too far out of the fight. Could be watching the Mercy reses, because Mercy got a ton of reses off, and that's probably why they were still in it. This Diva, we definitely needed to focus a lot more. Well, it's okay to do the turret hacks that you've been doing, right? Because that's what you were doing. But after you get the turret hack, you don't need to translocate back here. You'll probably, if you play well enough, you can hack it. Probably get rid of it. Run over here. Probably stealth again, because you don't, stealth is every 6 seconds or so. And then what you can do. And then what you can do is what's the word? Like you can just re-stealth and then you can still be in the thing. You know? All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. Yeah, like this. This is good. Only other thing you could have done that would be a bit better. Steal the health pack. Steal the health pack and realize that you're fighting a Junkrat. He wants you to walk into this small doorway because he's going to hit you. Keeping these two distracted probably wins your Zarya the fight anyways. Right? Because the Diva's already out of mech, but the Junkrat got back there, so did the Brig, so the Zarya died. Hack. Sweet. Yeah, she's dead. Also, something else I'm noticing a ton. Look at all this downtime you're doing, like rotating and stuff like that. You shouldn't have this much downtime, I would say. Because all this downtime is making the 5v5 a 4v5, because their whole team's still part of this fight, and you're doing all this, like, slow rotations and stuff. Big EMP. Unlucky. Good. Big. You guys have Zarya ult coming up, and you have Kiriko ult. To be honest, you want to kind of always be creating time in the back line. Like your time spent in the back line is going to be well, okay. So the time that you'll want to play Zarya kind of with your team, or sorry, Sombra with your team, is whenever you see that the enemy's kind of running some kind of dive comp, or they're going to have a flanker of their own, right? Because then you can just hack whatever flankers overextending, and you guys are going to, get them, right? If you are what was I gonna say? If they don't have any flankers or anyone that's going to be overextending too hard into you guys, then you're able to go on these hard flanks to hopefully find someone that's going to be out of position. Say this Junkrat, maybe this Torbjorn up here. And then hack them once you think that your team is engaging on a fight. What do you do instead of those slow rotations? I think for you, a lot of it's going to be just where you're putting your translocator. Your translocator, you're putting like way far out of where the team fight's going to be for the rest of the time. Like, you could have just placed it here. Or that's probably the best place to put it. Yeah. Like, it needs to be a little bit closer to the fight. Even if you had it, like, I don't know, in this hallway or in this crevice or something. Like, even if you played it down here. Like, no one plays this health pack over here. Your issue is your translocator is so far away from fights. Like, when you teleport out, you're not in the fight anymore. Yeah, you could have gotten that. I probably would have broken that turret if I were you, but... Right. See, that was a good hack. But now, look, we're not in the fight at all, and I don't know if you saw, Mercy just rezzed whoever you just got the pick on, so even though you thought you got a good pick, Mercy just rezzed it. You should have been there for the hack on the Mercy res when it came out. Yeah. Sombra's the tough one. I would say mainly we need to be better with translocator setups. I think our hacks on targets is either suboptimal or maybe a little too early, or the team's like too grouped up at times. There are also times where that diva was definitely overextended, and we definitely could have hacked and then punished her for it, but we didn't. So, yeah. Overall, just a couple things we need to improve there, but I'll say that that's no. Yeah, I mean, the easiest thing that you're going to just see immediately once you start doing it, the easiest value that you can get with Sombra is just going to be hacking health packs that are relevant to the fight. You're going to pick that up instantly because, one, you're not going to die kind of like ever if they find your base because you have a hacked health pack where you are. Two, you're going to almost always have your team like just be winning the neutral just because there's a hacked health pack and the enemy team can't get that hacked health pack. Especially on control maps, usually there's a mega at wherever point is. So if Sombra hacks the mega, then it's already value for your team that the enemy's not getting. So just try to hack health packs a lot more than you're doing, especially because hack's only a 4-second cooldown. Yeah. And try not to translocate too early because you're gonna take yourself out of the fight and it's gonna go downhill. So kind of like what you were doing, I guess, on that first battle where you kind of like picked the Ana and then picked the soldier and you like kept staying in the fight. Just try to do that if you can, so you don't have to back. That's going to keep the enemy confused on it whether or not the Sombra's behind, and if she is, like, you can always translocate out. But that's going to have you have like kind of a presence on with the enemy. So yeah, as always, hope those help. And that's gonna be it for me. So thanks guys for watching this this VOD review stuff. If you guys have been watching this long and you haven't subscribed to the channel, I recommend you definitely do. Because there's a lot of helpful guides here. And like I said, I usually stream on Twitch, but I felt like I just wanted to stream on the YouTube today. So yeah. If you haven't joined the Discord too, I think the link to that is in the description. So, yeah. Anyways, that's been it for me, and